Welcome to Board Game Casual and the wrap-up video of my coverage on the indie board game event, Game Market West. Now, if you haven't watched part 1 and part 2 yet, definitely go watch those videos first. You'll get a first-hand look at all the games that were being shown and get to meet all the designers that made them. I've got the links to those videos down in the description. In this video, I thought I'd reflect on some of my experiences attending the event for the first time and what I thought of the event as a whole. I'll show you the awards I handed out and all of the fun stuff I came home with, and I'll talk about some of the stuff I missed. Overall, I had an absolute blast. I really didn't know what to expect going in, and it was a fantastic event. Johnny and team really did a great job, especially considering he was doing double duty showing his Tag Your It game while jumping back and forth between event tasks. Not only was Game Market West completely free to attend, but they even served pizza in the middle of the day and had a bunch of prize giveaways. My biggest takeaway was how nice everyone was. The environment was very welcoming and everyone was really friendly and happy to talk about their games and very easy to talk to. Of course, I reached out to Johnny and most of the designers that I could beforehand, which made it a little easier to approach the booths camera in hand, but even those who I wasn't able to find on Board Game Geek ahead of time were really friendly and easy to talk to at the event. The other big takeaway was, of course, all the great games. If you're really into board games and you like finding new games that people don't know about yet, or maybe underground games before they blow up, come check out events like Game Market West. My biggest regret was that I was so busy running from booth to film interviews that I never had time to circle back around and play any of the games at length. The event only ran from 10 to 3, and before I knew it, it was over. I brought my copy of Roll for the Galaxy with me, hoping to get Tom Lehman to sign it, but unfortunately, I just never had the time to bring it over. I didn't break for lunch, I didn't watch the giveaways. It was really important to me to give as many of the designers an opportunity to showcase their games on video that I could. Apologies again to those that I didn't make it to. The other regret was my camera problems with my new Sony ZV-E10 Mark II. Game Market West marked a lot of firsts for me, including the first out-of-studio debut of my new camera, and unfortunately, it had a lot of problems. Let me tell you, the overheating issue of the ZV-E10 Mark IIs is real. My camera shut down on me multiple times, even though I was only filming for about 5 minutes at a time. In other cases, you probably noticed some footage where it was bogging down, dropping frames, and unable to deal with the lighting conditions. That said, I even experienced overheating issues with the camera on a mount while recording in a fixed table shot like this. Long story short, that camera got sent back, and I've since replaced it with an FX30. It was really fun running into Jason and Mark from the Misplay podcast. Definitely go give them a listen if you haven't and follow along as they design their own board game. I was also really excited to see John Brieger there. I met him ages back at the local game designer meetups, but I haven't brought my games in for a playtesting meetup since before the pandemic. To give you an idea of how long ago it was, the last meetup I attended, I helped playtest Kabuto Sumo while it was still a wood and paper prototype. When people think about what goes into making a board game, they often think about design and they think about publishing. But I think the most critical piece in making a good board game is development. And the portfolio of games and the expansions that Brieger Creative has helped develop really speaks for itself. I feel very fortunate to be in an area that has access to the Golden Gate Game Makers Group and people like John. Speaking of great games, congratulations again to the winners of the Board Game Casual Curator's Choice Awards. Disgraced House, Pumptown, The Massiverse Fighting Card Game, Little Lords, Matcha, Tag Your It, Pumpkin Rally, Blood Orders, and Takeover Ladder Climbing Tactics. I was really excited and proud to recognize these games, each for their own individual reasons. Well deserved, and keep up the great work. There were so many other games of note and really cool mechanisms that I saw while I was there. House of a Thousand Corpses. Even though I'm not a big Rob Zombie slasher movie kind of guy, man, I really like that downstream action mechanic. That looked so fun. Gadget Grid had that mechanism where if you die, you don't leave the game, but you turn into a zomboid with a limited set of actions. I really like that. Their upcoming Chrono Fiends game looked cool too, with that timeline that shortens with each loop. I really like that scoring mechanic in Juvenile, where you immediately collect points in the form of tiles from the deck. Very clever, a tactile, simple way to keep score while also acting as the game clock. This game seems perfect for anyone who likes games like Carcassonne and Cascadia. You even take something like Wobby Blobby, which, okay, is another doodling game, but I thought it was so clever how each card was designed to be mailed as a postcard. By the way, how about how all of the Shembot Makes games are available as print and play for free? That's super cool. If you missed out on the games at Game Market West, you can go download some of his games for free. Seeing so many games and designers and feeling that energy again, it really makes me want to get back to my own designs. At a minimum, I really need to carve out some time to get back to those designer meetups and the playtesting groups. Now, I certainly didn't leave empty-handed and came home with some really cool stuff. But man, going back to my regrets, the biggest regret was that I was running around so much at the end, cramming in last-minute interviews as booths were packing up. I got a bit scattered and forgot to run back and get a couple of the other games I wanted to take home. I really wanted to give Pumptown a try, for example, so hopefully I'll run into Alexa again. I kind of regret not grabbing a copy of Juvenile after learning it's only sold at conventions. But here is what I was fortunate enough to come home with. Disgraced House. Suitless trick-taking sounds awesome. I can't wait to give this one a go. Kenner gave me this promo card to go with it as well. It's kind of a holographic here. Shiphead, my girlfriend's family, they're not heavy gamers, but they really like card games, so I think this would be a good one to play with them. Takeover. I'm really excited to try this one. By the way, great job, Phil. The art in this game looks fantastic. Matcha. Now, I'm not that good at memory games, but I think my girlfriend's really gonna like this one. It also looks like a really nice production. And Murder at the Atelier. This is an escape room in a box style game in just this little pack, so I'm excited to give this one a go. Shenbot Makes gave me these D20 and 2D6 cards. If you don't happen to have dice on you, you can use these cards as your roll by looking at the second hand on a clock. Really interesting. And I even got this little promo cube from Gadget Grid. I thought this was just a little tchotchke, but it sounds like there's something inside, and there's a QR code at the bottom, so I'm gonna have to take a closer look and see what this is. I got loads of stickers and of course business cards from everyone I talked to. And hey, if any designers want to run a promo spot for your game on Board Game Casual, please reach out. I would love to have you on board as a sponsor. Speaking of stickers, I made these fun Board Game Casual stickers to hand out at Game Market West to vendors and anyone who came up and said hi. I was really happy with how these came out. I've still got a few left, and I was thinking I might do a giveaway. So if you're in the US, apologies to anyone outside the US, I'm just trying to keep this to whatever I can mail with a postage stamp. And you would like your own Board Game Casual sticker, drop a comment in this video, or maybe your favorite Board Game Casual video, and then reach out to me over email, boardgamecasual@gmail.com, showing me which comment was yours and with a mailing address. If you prefer to reach out to me on Instagram or BGG, that's fine too. Supplies are limited, so please understand it's going to be first come, first serve. And if you're wondering what to comment, maybe call out the games you think look the most interesting from Game Market West. That's going to do it for my coverage of the March 2025 Game Market West event. I had a ton of fun and I'm really looking forward to the next one. I really hope people enjoy these videos because even though they're a ton of work, I'd love to film the next one too and continue to help promote smaller games to the public. So please give these videos a like and share them with anyone you think might enjoy them. Please also be sure to check out all the games, follow the designers on their socials, and check out GameMarketWest.com. Thank you so much for watching, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time here on Board Game Casual.